All right, welcome to our how-to video. This is for the Restorative Care Resource Network here in the Corvallis, Albany, Willamette Valley area, also known as the RCRN or the COVRN. So this is essentially the resource care network for the city church of our region. We're going to be looking at a website quick reference guide screencast today. So the first thing we're going to do is go to covrn.org. So if you'd like to open up your favorite browser and go to that URL, it should open up no problem, and you'll see the Restorative Care Resource Network page come up, which is a partnership between the Church of the Valley or the City Church of Corvallis, Albany area, and Love Inc. of Benton County. So once you come to this website, you'll want to click on Apply or About, and then Apply for Membership. If you come here from About, you can read about it and then click for Apply for Membership. So we're going to go back and just do Apply, which you can reach from any screen. So once you've clicked Apply, you need to enter your info using the Gmail address or email associated with your Google account. If you've not created a Google account, then now would be a time to create one. If you had to do that, you could create a new tab and just Google or search for create new Google account. It should come up with something right away. So you would just go to your accounts page. In my case, I have several, and you'll want to go to the links provided at accounts.google.com/signup. Then you can put in your name, and then what you'd like to propose for a username. You'll have to find one that hasn't been used. And if you have one that has not been used, then it should give you no flags. Create a password you can remember. Write it down somewhere if you need to. Put in your birthday. Your gender. Your number, your current email address, and it'll lead you to next steps. Once you've created your new Google account, you can use that new username and email for this Google account, which gives you access to Google Mail, a YouTube account, as well as Google Drive, Google Docs, and so on and so forth. You can now take that username and that new email address with your password, and you can use it to apply. So I'm going to do that here. Then you'll want to put the organization you're with. The pastor or leader's name. Once you're done there, click Apply. So once you've done that and applied, it'll lead you to a page that says that we've received this and we're going to be reviewing it. So Love Inc. of Benton County will then review and approve your application. If you have any technical difficulties, email admin@yourloveinc.org. So now I'm going to go to my email, and I received an email here, and it says that you've been registered as a user on the Restorative Care Resource Network website. You can now log in and add resources. If you're not able to log in, it may be because your email is not a Gmail address. You must have a Gmail address or one hosted by Gmail in order to log in. So go ahead and email admin@yourloveinc.org, and they will be able to help you out with that if you have any issues. They will also provide you with some resources here that will help you with some clarity around what to be doing, some reference guides. So let's go back in, and let's say that we have applied and we have been accepted. Then the next thing to do is go in and we're going to click Add Resources. And it should give us the option to log in. So we log in. If you haven't logged in, you apply. I'm going to check which email I got approved at. Yep. So I put in my Google credentials, my username and password, and then I say which one I want to be used for that. And now it should let me through. There it is. So now that they've let me through, we have officially gone all the way through the first third of the process, which is to apply for access. Now we're ready to add resources. So, as you've already seen, we're from the first landing page, the home page, we are wanting to add resources. And so once we're all logged in, we can click that Add Resources, and then we choose the resource type, enter the name, choose the focus area, and we have keywords for searching ability. So let's say that we had somebody who really needed some help with grief care. So we could have the type here. We would select the type, in this case, support groups. We could look at counselors for various things. We could look for nonprofits that serve in various different areas. We could look at listening prayer resources, which is kind of like a combination of some counseling and support group, a little bit of specialization, or events that fit the needs that you're looking for. So let's say we're looking for a support group, and let's say we're looking for something related to grief. So I'm going to select grief care. So once I do this, I can talk about what it is that we are offering as a church. We can give the times. Enrollment instructions, who it is that would be running it, phone number, email, website link if there is one, hosting site, street address, city, zip code. For some things, it's not necessarily appropriate to put all these things, and you can contact admin at yourloveinc.org to be able to ask them about what they would recommend for that. Once you've done this and enter the description, the enrollment info, the contact, you then take that. This is a test. And let's say we do save. This says your resource has been saved. Then I could add another one. Let's say this time I was wanting to offer a support group, in this case for abuse resources. Then I could add one related to abuse resource, or something like Celebrate Recovery for addiction or abuse. You could put any of the different areas that might be a part of this. And so you could just add all the different areas that apply, add your Celebrate Recovery group, add the descriptions, dates, times, enrollment instructions, what people need to do, and then all the contact info again, and then say save. So to edit an existing resource, do a search and select your resource and click edit in the upper right hand corner. and only the resource creator will be allowed to edit. So we would then go to Find Resources. So that's really the last third of what we're going to do here. So I'm just going to hop right into that. So if you're wanting to find resources, click on that Find Resources instead of Add. And once you've clicked on that, check the boxes for the type of resources. You could also enter keywords in the search field. So let's say we want to look for grief, where grief has been looked in here, and I see this one. Oh, there's the grief test we just did. So that's the group, but we also notice, oh, look at this. It doesn't work for me at this time. So find somebody who it doesn't work there. They could just go into Break Every Chain at Calvary Corvallis, or Healing Circle at Peace Lutheran, or Celebrate Recovery at Grace Bible Fellowship. But I'm going to go into this one here. I'm going to edit, and I'm just going to delete it because it wasn't actually a real thing. And so then I'm going to go back to Find Resources and try something else. And I'm going to look for some related to addiction recovery. And it looks like here I can see Calvary Chapel's ministry, the Celebrate Recovery at Philomath Community Church, Clean Heart at Willamette Community Church, Grace Bible Fellowship, Celebrate Recovery, and so on. There's also some listening prayer resources, Free to Soar and Northwest Institute of Integrative Counseling and Training. So then once you have found the resources that apply to you, you could select the different ones. Let's say I'm really interested in a couple of these. So I'm going to take one of these here, and I'm going to select the ones that I really want to know more about. And those are the 4. And then I can take these and print them. Print. And I will be able to take those and actually just print them and take them with me. It'll have all the information there about those different ministries, who to call, where they are, when, the contact. This is really great. So you'll be able to get everything you need right from there. So, to review, apply for access first. Go to COVRN.org, click on the Apply tab or About, and then apply for membership. Then enter your info using your Gmail address or email associated with Google account and click Apply Now. You're going to need to create a Google account if you don't have one. Next, Love Inc. or Benton County will review or approve your application. And for any technical difficulties, email admin@yourloveinc.org. The second part is to add resources. If you are a resource provider, then you can list your Celebrate Recovery groups or grief shares or listening prayer resources or whatever different thing it is that happens to apply to a restorative care resource. And you can add those resources. So click Add Resources, choose your resource type, enter your name, choose the focus area. You can use keywords that people can search for. Then enter the description, the enrollment info, the contact, location, etc. Then click Save. And to edit an existing resource, do a search, select your resource, and click Edit button in the upper right-hand corner. Only the resource creator will be allowed to edit. That's why I was able to edit the grief test, because I created it. And lastly, if you need to find a resource, then click on Find Resources, check the boxes for the type of resources. You can also enter keywords in the search field, click Search. Available resources will appear below, so click on a resource to select and expand the info box. So under the selected resources, you can select all the ones you want and then print to display the print preview screen or clear to start over. So that concludes today. Thank you for joining me for this screencast on how to register for, add resources to, and find resources in the Restorative Care Resource Network.